Paul Ryan's on this book tour.
New book?
Trying to convince people that he really cares about poor people.
A path forward, something.
And yet he's shown his true colors a few times in his book signings, most recently down in Florida.
It's always a little rough when you're doing a book signing and you are kind of pressured to take a position, to respond to people you don't necessarily want to talk to. In this case, Dreamers showed up at a book signing in Florida and asked him why he wants to deport them, their friends, and their family. And he said, oh, so good for you guys to come read the book. It's all in the book. It's all in the book. And you open the book, and you quickly learn that Paul Ryan has somewhat of a mixed position on this issue, as a lot of these Republicans who have national ambitions do. Because on one hand, they talk about comprehensive immigration reform and how we need to really tackle this issue, and how Dreamers and something comparable to the DREAM Act is something they could support one day down the road. But on the other hand, they all voted to shorten and underfund and defund President Obama's DACA program, which is that interim executive relief
the Dreamer
that
program.
he provided for the Dreamers.
He voted to kill it.
To kill it. So he's for comprehensive reform, which would include, a pathway, particularly for the Dreamers, an expedited pathway for the Dreamers. But he would also then end funding for the program, end the program, and presumably send all of them back. And all he can say to them is, read my book.
Mm-hmm. I saw a video yesterday, too, where somebody came up to him and said, by the way, I'm 60, so whatever. You're not going to do anything about getting rid of Medicare, are you? And he said, oh, no, read the book.
Read the book.
And in the book, right, he talks about replacing Medicare with vouchers. Yeah, so he would get rid of Medicare.
Yeah, well, phasing it out, not for the 60-year-old. The 60-year-old, he would argue, would be on the current program.
Sort of saying, you're okay, but anybody else after you, right.
But, look, if anyone, I think, is capable of dealing with that kind of situation, it's Paul Ryan. I mean, you remember when he first came out with his budget in 2010, the real budget in 2010, that he was confronted in town hall after town hall. I attended a lot of those town halls in Wisconsin, and I have to say he was a master at quelling any kind of uprising, any kind of protest, and handled himself very, very well. So he's very capable. Of course, whether or not his positions would satisfy those people, that's a whole other question.